Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, this time from the Drivers Room Sunday League, and this is Season 4, Round 1, and combined Tier 1 and 2. The reason for being combined is basically we were not enough people to start off as two rooms, so we combined it to one, and that became a much bigger lobby and made for some very, very interesting racing, as we will see in this one. But over to that, it is the Eiger. I'm not going to say the last part of the name because I always butcher it, but basically the track in Switzerland, and we're racing in the Renault Twingo for this one. This is Rex's choice or muscle car lover, and uh, yeah, this car is surprisingly fun. So um, with that, I am Slingshot Sherberg, and let's head down to the grid and see where everyone qualified, and send these boys off for round one. All right, we're back at the grid. As you can see there, the starter is very excited to get this show going, and we have that official to the right there, looking very happy and smug. But yeah, let's get down to the grid. Starting off in P1, we have Jules, the Burger Man, and let's hope there's no burger vans on the track tonight. Here we have Guy in the Mystery Machine Twingo, which is super cool. Let's hope Raggy isn't driving. Um, Gandalf then, with his grenades as usual, in P3. We have Dowlers there in P4 with the anime mobile. Looking good. We have Gadanitz in P5 in a very rusty livery. So I think you need to take better care of the body of that car, Gdanitz. Here we have Jim Clark in P6 in the Harley Quinn livery. We have P7 for Rex. We have P8 there for Kimaru. P9 for Michael. Too fast for you. We have Jason Haldir in P10 in a good looking livery as well. We have JB in the Citroën Xara livery, the Raleigh livery from years back. Grimlock then in P12 in a very stealthy Grim Reaper livery. And we have Mr. Sean in P13 and Milinkovic to finish off the field in the back. All right, waiting for 5 lights to go dark then, and we're off for round 1, season 4. Combined tier 1 and tier 2. As we see, there's a good little start there from Jules, as it's very slow, and we have Giklaren just swinging himself into P1 from turn 1. Jules dropping down a couple of positions now to P3. We have Dollars there in P3. We have Jules P2, I mean, for Dollars. P3 for Jules. Gandalf in P3 now. As we see them going down to the fastest part of the track, where the gravity will definitely help the speed as they go into the left-hander. As we see, Giclaren is managing to get himself a little gap down to the rest. This car is amazingly good on this track, actually. As we see dollars in P2, we have Gadanitz there in P3, Gandalf then down to 4th. We have the Harlequin Mobile in P5, Jules down into P6. Rex is P7, we have Kimaru there in P8, as it's a little kerfuffle there into the last hairpin. Going up the very heavy straight for these cars. Barely reaching 100 kph before the turn 1. Don't even reach 100 kph before turn 1. As we see Gandalf and Kim, we have Jules. Gandalf is doing well so far, as we see Jim Clark in P4. And he has a tongue in the front of that bumper as well. Very, very cool. The reason why I know this livery is called the Harlequin is because my favorite Grand Theft Auto YouTuber used a car with the Harlequin livery, so that's why I know. Otherwise I wouldn't. Gandalf then holding off a pack of hungry drivers behind them, as we see Jules, Kim, Too Fast, all wanting to get past Mr. Gandalf. And let's take a further look down the field as we see JB in the Citroen Xara livery. And we have Rex, we have Grim, we have Milankovic, Haldir, and Shawnee Baby on board. Oh, Maggie Simpson. As we see Gandalf still holding off everyone else. We have Jim trying to keep up with the Gadanitz man. Eyelashes too, I noticed that just now. Brilliant little livery that Jim has. Ooh, scraping the wall a little bit there from Jim. As we see Jules, we have Kim in front of Michael. Will Michael be able to make a dent in Kim there? As we see Rex, a little choppy, and working on trying to overtake JB. Not the fastest cars on the planet, this. Barely has 80 horsepower. As we see Haldir, oh, very far in the back there. Also got damage on this car. I didn't think that was possible in this race, but we see Scruffy then in P1. We have Dollars in P2. Very good, strong season opener for both of these fellas, with Gadanitz being chased down by Jim. We have Gandalf trying to hold off Jules. And Jim Clark too had some issues with his car, so he's running with 2 horsepower less than the rest of the gang. So let's hope that doesn't hinder his performance as much, but it could. Very tight hairpin corners. As we see, Michael has overtook Kimaru. Kimaru has a half-second penalty to shake off. Too wide in one of the corners. As we see JB now holding off Rex. Not enough speed to even make the jump over the crest. as they go into turn 1 again to start lap 5. And yeah, JB and Rex duking it out there. We have Grim and Milankovic. Also duking it out for 11th place. We have Jim Clark then, trying to chase down Gadanitz with Gandalf, Jules too fast, and Kim in tow. Very close racing with these cars, that's for sure. And Gadanitz has a half-second penalty now. Don't think that's going to slow him down too much. Maybe 1 kilometer an hour at most. As you see, Kim has served this penalty. He's about 2-3 seconds behind Michael now. We have JB and Rex. Rex very choppy today. Excellent, excellent little choice for this track that Rex did. As Rex is trying to look for a move, but there is none. As you see, Graham being followed by Milankovic and Sean. We have Jason all the way in the back there. As you see, Jim in P4 still has some very eager people to try and get past him, and we see Jules with a smooth overtake on the start-finish straight and pushing Jim down to P5. As we have Jules now in P4. Chasing down after Gadanitz, and Gandalf closing in on Jim as well. Jim very wide into the left-hander, opening the door completely to Gandalf. But still managing to stay ahead of Gandalf as he tries to go! Whoa, ho, ho, ho. A little late on the brakes there for Jim as he slams right into the wall and still able to keep up a very strong pace in front of Gandalf and Michael. As we see Michael on the inside of Gandalf. Not able to make the move stick so far. It's very fun to watch these old-timers on track. Good little hatchbacks, mini hatchbacks. As we see, Jim is still not yielding. He's still holding on. Oh, little contact there from Gandalf and Michael as they go down into the big left-hander and preparing to go uphill in the hairpins. As we saw Rex there in the background as well, he has gotten in front of JB. But taking a look at the fight now for P5, as I think Jim Clark is finally has to yield P5 because of the penalty. Very close battle there from Kim and Michael as well. And yeah, it doesn't really slow down Jim too much, but Gandalf is closing in, and he is passing in the slowest overtake possible. As we see Kim and Michael now very eager to try and get past Jim. Kim in the Schultz livery from the GTR GT3 Skyline. Going into the left-hander again, we see Michael on the outside of Kim. And we have some scraping there from Rex, painting, the expensive painting getting scraped off. So we see them going into the first hairpin then, into the second. Jim Clark is still on Gandalf's heels in this one. Rex is closing in. As we start lap 10 then, Gandalf has been able to gap Jim Clark a little bit more. As we see Jim is under some pressure from Kim and Michael. We're gonna take a quick look down the field. As we see JB in 9th, I think Rex has had engine issues. Lots of smoke there from Grimm's car. Yeah, Rex has definitely had engine issues and have been forced to retire the car. As we see Sean in P11, Melkovs there in P12, we have Haldir still in P13. Giclaren then, or Scruffy. In P1, gotten a good little gap down to Dowlers, as we see Dowlers in P2, not able to close in on Speedy Sweetie. As we see Gadanitz and Jules then, battle for P3 with these two. In the Rustmobile and the newer livery car. Dayak. Gandalf then. We have Jim. We have Kim has gotten in. No, Kim is still in P7. No change in positions here so far. So we see Jim struggling a little bit through the left-hander, still keeping up a good pace. As we see Kim and Michael. Very eager to get past. But as we can see, it's not easy to pass on this track, considering how slow these cars are. Slipstream is not that noticeable. The big difference would be the skill of the drivers, that's for sure. As we see them going up the hill to start lap 12. Taking a look back with JB, we have Grim, we have Sean, we have Milikovic, we have Holdir. No close battles yet between those three, but we'll try and take a look down at them every now and then. So we see Kim and Michael close to each other. Michael with a narrower line. Might get a better exit, but still no cigar for Michael. Not able to catch up too much. As we see Jules still not able to do anything to Godonitz. We have still Kim. We have Jim and Gandalf. Little gap between Jim and Kim. Jim and Kim, Kim and Jim. Dumbasses. Sorry, that was a Walter joke from Jeff Dunham. Had to do it. I am a Jeff Dunham fan. And if Walter had a job at Walmart, he'd say, grab your stuff and get out, with a more nasty voice, of course. Welcome to Walmart. Get your stuff and get out. That's not exactly what I mean, but you can fill in the blanks. Kim and Michael still decently close to each other there. No change as we see Jim going for a move on the inside on Gandalf, making a move stick. And putting himself back up into P5 as Gandalf definitely wants to challenge Jim for P5. He's gonna try and make a counter move very soon, I'm pretty sure, as we see Jules and Godonitz still in the front of them. No change between them. As we see, yeah, Godonitz is still sort of safe. As we see Jim very eager now to get past, Gandalf very eager to get past Jim. As we see, Michael has dropped off a little bit to Kim as well now, so it seems like Michael is struggling a little bit with this car. Kim seems to have gotten the handle of it. As we see Gandalf on the move on the inside into the left-hander. Will he make a move as he touches Jim a little bit there? And Jim almost spinning out because of that. That could have some serious post-race effects if there's stewards inquiries from that, or it's just hard racing and Jim Clark accepts it for what it is. But yeah, that could be post-race penalties, so be careful, Gandalf. I know you're eager to get past again, but yeah, make it clean, make it safe. As we see, Jim has gotten himself a little gap because of that moment, and we see Michael also closing in on Kim because of the little kerfuffle there between Gandalf and Jim. As we see, Jules is very close to Godonitz, so we're gonna have a two-way battle here, a battle for P3, a battle for P5. As we see Godonitz defending for his dear life. Jim Clark then trying to get some gap down to Gandalf. Gandalf with some damage on his front bumper. As we see Kim and Michael very, very close to each other. Will this be a move from Michael as he goes on the inside into the left-hander? Kim very wide there through the left-hander, but Kim still able to stay in front of the German. As we see Jules and Gadanitz there going into the first hairpin. And no big changes so far. We're just going to go down quickly to the field. We have Grim there in P10 all by himself. We have Sean and Milkovic all fighting for P11. Seems like Sean is struggling a little bit more with this car. We know Sean is a lot faster, but definitely struggling a bit more. We have Geklaren in the Mystery Machine then, Raggy and Scooby-Doo doing very well. We have Dowlers losing a little bit of gap down to Gadanitz and Jules. We have Jim Clark and Gandalf, Kim, and Michael all battling for P5, P6. That little tongue on the front bumper is really cool. It's a nice touch to that livery. As we see a little drift there from Jim Clark, as we see Gandalf closing in on the American again. A lot of screen time for these boys tonight. As we see Kim, Michael. Michael is the faster of these two, but seems to be struggling a little bit more with the Twingo. At least he won't have something new that we're doing in Tier 1 this season for DRSL. Instead of ballast, we're doing power restrictors. And I don't remember the exact number of how much power you will lose for P1, 2, and 3, but it is a significant amount. Trying to make the racing clean and fair across the board, so we can get some different podium winners each week. As we see a move on the inside there from Michael into the left-hander, as Kim almost gets squeezed there, and Kim's still able to keep P7. As Gandalf under heavy pressure from the two in the back. Such ungodly high speed from these cars. That was sarcasm. Kim very close now to Gandalf. Not able to make the move through. Jim is gapping away from his competitors, as we see Kim trying to go for a move on the inside into the first hairpin. Gandalf has the better line into it. And I think the 2 less horsepower is benefiting Jim's car, as we see the tire wear is a little higher on the competitors' cars, as we see too fast there with a pass on Kim. Just a couple of minutes to go on this race. We're going to go down quickly to the rest of the field. JB in ninth. We have Grim there in 10th. We have Milinkovic in the front of Sean, and we have Haldir chasing down Sean for P12. We have Scruffy, been superior all race. Dowlers is losing the gap a little bit to his competitors. Gadanitz and Jules closing in on P2. He's got to be careful now, as we see Jim Clark there in P5, and we have Gandalf and Kim and Michael there. A lot of screen time for these boys then in this race. As we see Gandalf into the hairpin again. Michael on the outside. Don't think that's gonna work, but beautiful, beautiful pictures. As we see Michael on the inside, he is past Gandalf. So good work there from Michael as he moves himself up into P6 in the AlphaTauri. And doesn't look like Gandalf is done as he squeezes Michael a little bit there, opening the door for Kim to come back. Oh my goodness. Very tight there for Michael. No room at all as we see Kim moving himself up into P7. And little naughty move there from Gandalf. Like I said earlier, got to be careful with those push to pass moves. If they're counted as a push to pass, it could mean a potential post race penalty. But Michael didn't go into the wall, so I guess it's all fair. As we see Michael then taking back P7 and taking up the battle again to Gandalf. Gandalf and Kim, of course, in Tier 2, if I remember correctly. Michael is in Tier 1, so technically Michael is still in front of Gandalf when it comes to track position in that form. But Gandalf in front of Kim. As we see, Michael has one more lap to do it, to try and find a way past Gandalf. A few more corners to go, and it's all over. Gandalf has done a remarkable job in today's race. He has held off Kim, he has held off Michael, he has held off Jim Clark. And Jim Clark managed to get a spot forward. Quickly, we're gonna go and take a look at Gadanitz, as Gadanitz has managed to take Dowlers' P2. Probably not very happy there, Dowlers, but he has done it cleanly. As we see Jim Clark also closing in. And we have Michael, we have Gandalf. As they go through to finish the race there in P6, P7, P8. Congratulations there to the top three with Clarence, Gadanitz, and Dowlers. Jules then fourth. We have fifth for Jim Clark. We have JB there in ninth. Not able to keep up with the fight with the rest, as we see Grim there in P10 in the Grim Reaper mobile. Milinkovic and Haldir. Haldir has managed to get himself into P12, and Sean P13. All right, that was it for round one, season 4. Hopefully next week we'll have tier 2 and tier 1 separate again. But this week We had a few people that could not make it, hence why we made it into one tier. That is the little good thing about DRSL. We can always combine the tiers into a bigger grid and get some more exciting racing on track. It has been very one-sided today with Jim Clark, Gandalf, Kim, and Michael. They had a lot of screen time in this one, but a very good race to the rest. Rexton with engine issues and connection issues. But yeah, very good round one, and yeah, hope to be seeing you in the next one, where it's going to be Watkins Glen in the BMW 3.0 CSL 1973. So that is sure to be interesting. And yeah, with that said, I am heading off, and I will see you in the next one. And the next one will be out very shortly because I have an extra race to do. And it's going to be a one off, sadly, but we'll talk about that in the video that comes next. So, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.